Clavicular, his surgeries of late, I don't know if they're helping him or hurting him. And there's been mixed signals. For me, the nose is starting to grow on me. And either way, I think he's going to come out on top. He's looking a little puffy. He just had his wisdom teeth removed. So I think he's going to be okay. Just people you can't have it all. You can't have good looks. You can't have fame, money, the ladies, all that. You can't have everything. I think we understand that some things you get, some things you don't. He might be descending a little there, but I think it's going to humble him a little bit. But we know he's going to come back huge, better than ever. And his rise to fame has been spectacular. I don't know if I agree with everything. It has caused me to change the way that I do my thing. I want to try to look good as best I can. You do with what you got. But I think his whole thing is you can always improve, and it's better to try to look better if you can. But let's actually take a look. He kind of broke down a little bit on his stream because people are saying some mean things.
Dr. Miami just tipped $3. Clavicular, I hope you are enjoying your new nose. I designed it to look like Gandhi. One question, why go to a butt doctor for a nose job? Giga Jester.
I can't. I do not even want to stream.
I hope he seriously does not take it seriously. He's actually, I've heard him speak. I always heard him speak, but even who would he go on? Michael Knowles' show and on different podcasts. He's very articulate, very smart. He's got a lot of wisdom in him. I think a lot of this is kind of a front. He's doing it because it can be good for people, but I think it's just his rise. He understands that he's playing the game, doing these things because he understands the system that we're in, and he's gotten a lot of views, and everybody knows who he is. So whether he starts looking bad or starts looking even better, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. His ascension, I think it's overall his whole message. I don't know if it's great overall, but I think it is good in a certain way. There's good and bad in everything. It's not like it's terrible what he's saying. I think it's good for people and healthy for people to try to look good as much as you can. But it's if that's your whole what you build your life on, and that's all you care about, and you're obsessed with it, you're gonna feel let down, and you're gonna feel miserable because you're always gonna be eventually descending. Once you get once you hit about 30 or whatever, you're gonna start going on the back nine. I don't know, and then you're gonna start going down. It's things like the fat that you build up. It's harder to make it go away. Your looks start going away. I've started doing a couple things myself, doing some peptides. I honestly don't even understand exactly what peptides are. I looked online, I got some, and I'm using them. I think that's what it is. You rub it on your face, but I also think there's also injecting I don't understand it. But I am interested. It's very interesting overall. A lot of things happened this weekend. I was sad to hear Oliver Tree. He died in a helicopter crash. That was very disheartening and sad. But it's you don't know when nobody knows when their last day is going to be. And whether you're you living your greatest life or you're miserable, you don't know when your last breath is going to be. And it was sad to hear that. He's a singer, an artist, a very good artist. I liked him. I didn't follow him extremely, but I knew who he was. I liked his songs, and it's so sad to hear about that. So, the White House, they did have their UFC 250 bash. This is Donald Trump, this is his style, and this is what America is. It is kind of crazy. America is not Joe Biden. America is not. That is, when people think America, they think Donald Trump, I think that is what we always envisioned ourselves as, just this outspoken, bombastic, group of people. Americans are just different than everyone else. Everyone else can be just keep it close to the vest. They don't let their humor come out. They're not crazy. I'm thinking kind of the UK. I'm thinking they're more low key. They got a little bit more wisdom. They don't let it all shine out. I think we could gain some things from other cultures. I do like that. In Britain, everybody likes to look nice. Americans just we don't care. We'll wear what we want, and we don't have other countries there's a shame factor, or there is a sense that we put our chests out. We are proud to be Americans. We're thankful to be Americans. It's not that we think we're better than everyone else, but we we understand that America is better than everywhere else. I guess that's kind of it. Like, Americans we're humble as apple pie. That we're down to earth, but we also we're thankful and we're proud of our nation. That's how I see it as. So the UFC did not disappoint. I did not watch. I couldn't even find where to watch that. I was looking. Like, the fights, I could not find it. Like, were they like, did you have to just be subscribed to Paramount? I don't know what it was, but a lot of things came out of it that Sean Strickland, he ended up showing up, looked like arrested and taken away. He's the guy who was like speaking out against Israel, saying that everyone's controlled by Israel and all that kind of jazz. But the photo ops, the pictures that came out of this event was crazy. Absolutely crazy. Who's that guy that got knocked someone out and then he looked over the president before his opponent was even on the ground and he's saluting the president? That was badass. That was cool. And then the other guy, whoever won, and I don't even know, and he said Michelle Obama's a man on the White House lawn, national live television or whatever. I couldn't find it, but I hear things. But then I think the biggest news of this weekend is we have signed a deal with Iran. Yes. Go get them, guys. Yes, we did it. But I feel like that we've been here before. For some reason, I feel like that we've claimed victory many times, multiple times, and it has not come to fruition fully. So we'll see if this all plays out. I'm kind of skeptical if this actually will go down. And to me, it's like the people that like these radical Islamist jihadists over there, these Shiite militias over there, like in Iran, it's hard to take them seriously that they're operating in good faith. So is this a ploy? But on their side, you can think, well, they're the ones that like said we're in negotiations with you, and then we wiped out their entire. What am I saying? We wiped out their entire like supreme leader and their whole the top of their government and like a secret bombing, back in February 28th. So it's like they don't take us, in good faith. I don't think we should take them in good faith, because I guess you just that trust but verify thing. So I'm very skeptical if this is actually going to come to anything. But I mean, if Donald Trump comes away and it actually is good, we have not even seen what the deal exactly is. But so I think just kind of we want the best for our nation, but I don't know if this is actually going to be it, but I hope it is. I hope that we come away with something good and, all that jazz. All right, we'll leave it at that. Let me know what you think about the UFC on the White House lawn or even the Iran deal. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear it. All right, have a good week, and I'll see you on the next one.